Good morning, dear students. I am K. Magapati Rao, Associate Professor in Mechanical Department. So, after completing first chapter, which we have seen the basics of additive manufacturing, now today we are going into the rapid prototyping process for liquid-based RP process. As I said earlier, we are having three types of processes, mainly depending upon the solid, liquid and powder according to the material characteristics. So in rapid prototyping process, liquid based RP process, there are so many processes involved, but in our syllabus we are having two processes, namely first one is stereolithography process, that is SL process we say, and the manufacturing unit is SLA. So today we will see at the stereolithography process, which is using liquid based materials. This SL technology is developed by the company called 3D Systems. It is a US based company and it was founded by main inventor is Charles Hull and the entrepreneur was Mr. Freed. And the apparatus is known as stereolithography apparatus, and for this SLA process there are more than 40 US patents registered and around 20 international patents are registered on this SLA machinery. There are so many models. Basic model is SLA 250 by 30 amps, that is 250 by 250 by 250 by size. We can accommodate the size of the component or product, whatever we say, that size we can make 250 mm and the power is 30 amps. Same thing, SLA 250 by high resolution machine, that is 50 ISO, so we can make with speed. Then we have SLA 3500, then SLA 5000, SLA 7000 and latest is Y for SI2 machine is there. This is SLA setup we see. Basically, first one is we are converting a CAD model into STL model. Then the metal is loaded into the machine. CAD model is converted into this thing. Then it is loaded in the given bed. Then it is converted, that slices are cut and it is coming out as a product. So we are giving input the powder and then it is coming as a product. Before that we are making CAD model and it is loaded into STL file and it's totally automatic setup. Actually this SLA working principle, if you see, when UV light, that is ultraviolet light is passed on to the liquid resin, it will become cured or hardened. So when we are focusing a laser beam onto surface of the liquid resin, that surface will become harder or it is cured. So the physics of the process is based on a what we call photosensitive polymer that will be hardening when exposed to high intensity laser light or which is in UV range, it is ultraviolet range. And parts are built from a photocurable liquid resin and it cures when exposed to laser beam and it is across the surface of the resin. So if you take across the surface only, if you take the resin in a tube container, on the resin surface only this curing will take place. And the building is done by layer. So first on surface it is done, then it will be brought back, again next surface. So over one layer by one layer it will be done and we are using a scanner by optical scanning systems and it is controlled effectively by a elevating mechanism which is lowering after production of this thing. That we will show in the diagram. These photopolymers are available in so many these things. Once there are photopolymers according to the requirement of this thing, we can select. And when we are exposed to X-ray lights, UV lights or some other range or even electron beam, they will be getting cured or become hardened. And these SLA machines are curable in the UV range mostly, and UV curable photoprints are recently we are having from so many reasons available. And first they will be photo initiators and they will liquid monomers. There will be a reaction between photo initiators and liquid monomers. Monomers are simple molecules, single molecules, and there will be polymers also which will be reacting with photo initiators, and that will be making with chemical actions. They will made or cured into solidification. They will make the liquid product. Photopolymerization is the process of making or linking small molecules, that is known as monomers, small molecules, with chain-like larger molecules known as polymers. When the chain-like polymers are linked further, they will become cross-linked polymers, and they are said to be photopolymerization initiated by photochemical process, whereas the starting point is usually the induction of energy onto the from a radiation source onto the layer or surface of the liquid resin. Now if you see the sketch, that P is the polymer, M is the monomer, and they are in a given polymer resin, they are distributed in the container. And on the surface if you see, we find so many polymers and monomers on the container. And when we are initiating the or inducing UV light, that P are getting, it is initiated, it will become excited and it will start mingling with PIM, and then another M will come. So this initiated PI will be joining with MM, and in the last sense they will make cross chain arrangements and they will solidify and become a good solid piece. We can see this is photo initiators, and then we are getting into chain mechanism and then cross chain mechanism, and we are getting the product output. So initially polymers, and they are separated by inducing the UV light on these photo initiators. It is getting the action with polymers and monomers getting, and then they are getting into chain reaction, and then getting cross chains, and the product is solidified and we will get the product output. And in even SLA system, if you want to make this polymerization process, these components of the SLA system which is built, we will have first control computer, then a control panel, and we require the laser according to the required intensity, then we will have optical system, and for totally the process chamber. Because this process is inside, we are having ultraviolet laser, it is a highly vacuum where we need, and inside the process chamber it will be. And of course we need software, which is the complete 3D systems software, and it runs on a Windows NT, and we can have another software, Unix based master software also available. Now if you see the process, you can see the SLA process, and first we have to make 3D plastic objects directly from CAD model. So you can see the sketch. The process will be in the VAT container. The container is there which is made by VAT, and it is filled with photo curable resin, and there is a side table, elevator, platform is there inside, and then we have the platform is just below the surface of the thing. So once you make the surface just below that, the platform is kept. Once the layer is produced, then the platform is again brought down, again you can produce another layer, and in between the wiper is coming and cleaning, or if you want to coat you can coat, and then it is brought down, again liquid comes again over the platform, again you slicing will take place, another layer is formed. So the process will go on making one by one, and these are the supporters. We have used supporters because layers, when they are made, we are making the platform supports. According to shape, these supports are adjusted, and you can have different supports according to the component shape. And the process you see, first converts into, you have to make the CAD data, then convert into STL file. And you need cross section thickness according to the, you can make 0.025, that is 25 microns to 0.5 mm thickness. You can choose the sections. When you want finer, it takes more time, but the quality will be good. When you go for rough, it takes less time, but quality is not that much good. And the computer controlled optical scanning system directs the and focuses the laser beam, and there will be a slice of two-dimensional slice cross section according to the slice requirement. If you go for laser thickness of 0.2 or 0.3 mm, it will make 0.3 mm or 0.2 mm, and it will make the photo curable liquid resin, and it will be, suppose if you want 0.2 mm, just more than that thickness layer is produced. Then the elevator table drops up to that 0.2 mm, and then the leveling wiper moves upon the layer, and it will clean the surface, and it will coat if required, and next layer will come again 0.2 mm thickness, and the process continues till the end product is made, and the part is then moved out by clearing the excess racks. This is the system. You can see first the process, you can have the first sketch where part is made, then and lastly we have 3 stages it is shown. If you see the layout, same thing, you can see this position of the elevator checking, then check the fluid level, then you check the laser, these things, then cut, wipe off the things, then again drop the layer below these things, again the cycle starts. It will continue, the process will continue till the total product is made, and then you will stop the things. These are the few components you can see. Few components made from this process. Basically, the advantage is this SLA system you can keep, and it will go on running round the clock. No persons are available 24 hours, 30 hours. It will be started and material is available. It will go on producing the products. And because we are giving different supports, different shapes, the support for the product or component is very good, and we can have a number of values. This whatever component we are making or product we are making, we can make good values, and we will get very good accuracy, which is near to the CNC accuracy or machining accuracy. Then we will get good surface finish, because we are using, if you use 0.025 or 0.05 thickness, and you can use resins of different types according to the component requirement or manufacturer requirement. We can use different types of resins. The main disadvantage when you look at it is you have to make supports, and all the support means cost. You have to make different supports for, particularly when you are getting overhanging or extra line. This becomes a very costly process. And the second one is, when you have made this by polymer, you need to cure. After curing, you need to clean, because there will be so many unwanted material will be there, so it requires polishing and cleaning, or sometimes you need some grinding all these things to remove edges, all these things. And the lastly, very importantly, is because it is not fully cured or solidified, you have to keep this product for some post curing, which will require some oven type thing, and temperature is maintained, and again you have to build. It is a costly affair. So 3 things: support structures are required, post processing, cleaning, all those things, extra cost, and then you need some post curing arrangement and time to post curing. So these are the main disadvantages of the system. And however, the more applications you can see, range of applications when you go. First one is conceptualization, packaging and presentation. Suppose if you want to have some concept shown to some designer, you can have some concept by getting this product to your design. You can have some concept, or you can present it to the customer, or designer can present to his team. or manufacturer can be seen the whatever product you want to. So there is a presentation, and you can have prototypes, that is example of a virtual component for design, their analysis, and they can verify the shape, size, everything, and they can have some functional testing for analyzing, and they can use it for showing to the customers also. And then when it comes to parts for prototyping tooling, and when you want to make production tools, CNC tools, you can make by this model, and where you can have very low volume production tools, and then you can make patterns for investment castings. Suppose you have to make investment casting, from there you can make the components. So making the patterns for investment casting, or you can use for sand casting patterns, or you can make molding patterns. You can make, and from then once you mold it there, you can pour the metal and you get the product output. And lastly, you can use for making tools of fixtures, or you can make some design tools or some production tools. So you can use for particularly rapid prototype tooling. So it is very helpful in making it high speed and good for some of the components you can see that motor, racing and wheel. There are so many other plastic components. So this is castings. In next class we will see the case studies.